Hello everybody. Today I'm going to the post office and then I'm going to go to Once Upon a Child and see how this goes. So let me show you what I'm going to trade in. Hopefully they'll take. I've never done Once Upon a Child, so this will be a new experience for me. So I'm going to go to Once Upon a Child and see what I can get, if anything, for these items. Never done Once Upon a Child. These are Ralph Lauren, Polo Ralph Lauren children's sweats. All of these items came from the Goodwill outlet and cost around $1.50 to $2. These are snow boots, Oshkosh. This is a cute little dress, Disney little dress. This is a little dress. Cirillas. Let's see. Thought it was kind of cute. Casual dress. This is a Carter's dinosaur shirt. Toddler 5T. Here is a children's Ralph Lauren size 5. I think it's a dress. This is a little fancier dress. Gymboree size 8. This is Hannah Anderson size 3T. I think it's a dress. This is Matilda Jane, Halloween. This is new with tag Okie Dokie. It is a sweater dress. Here we have a Oshkosh puffer coat, size 5'6". Here's a little cute pair of Sperry's. And one more coat. Oshkosh, 12 months. So, I'm gonna see what they give me and I'll let you know what happens. I'm also going to the post office to take these items and I'll let you know how it goes. So I just finished up at Once Upon a Child. This is my first time to try it out. I don't think I'll be doing that anymore. They took everything but one item, and that was the Ralph Lauren sweatpants for little boys. So they took 12 items, which is great. However, I paid at least $1.50 for each item, and so I only made 50 cents per item, which only is $6. So, yeah, no, that's probably not worth my time. But, you know, it was an experiment, and it's a learning experience. They have lots of great items if you have a baby or if you have children, and you need some items. So I would buy things there for a child, but I would not try to make a profit off of Once Upon a Child. Now, each location is individually owned, and so, you know, you might have a different experience with your location wherever you live. This location is in Austin, Texas, and it's really it's a nice store. It's a great place to buy things for your children. I just would not use it to pick up items from the bins and then try to make a profit, because there's just not enough return on your investment here. Yeah, so I won't be doing that again, but it was a fun learning experience. Since I'm picking up stuff at the bins anyway to flip for a profit, adult clothes, it really wasn't that bad. It's just getting to this location from my house it's a little bit difficult. There's a lot of construction, and it's just not worth my time. However, I'm gonna go across the street to the Goodwill store, not the outlet, Goodwill store, which I've never been in. Let's see if I can take that $24 and flip it for a profit. So I'll take you along, and maybe I'll find something, and I'll let you know how that goes. Well, I didn't find anything at the Goodwill store, which is not surprising. It's really hard to find items to flip at the Goodwill store, the regular Goodwill store. So now I'm going to try a local charity thrift store and see if there's anything I can find to flip for a profit. All right, I made it back from Once Upon a Child and the post office and my local thrift store, and I also went to Goodwill, the regular Goodwill. And while Once Upon a Child was a disappointment, I suppose, a little bit, it was an experiment to see if I could make some money off of children's clothes from the bins, and not so much. Maybe if I had listed them, I would have made more, but I don't typically sell children's clothes, and my experience is they don't sell very fast. But live and learn, and it was a good experiment. And I didn't lose money, I just didn't make a whole lot of money. $23 for 12 items. Yeah, like I made $5 or $6. So I won't be doing that anymore, but that's okay. That's okay. I got to go to Once Upon a Child. I've never been in there that I can recall. My children are old and older adults, and so I don't go into those stores. But then Goodwill, the regular Goodwill, was just too high, to flip for a profit, in my opinion. Sometimes I think you can find good things in there, but I did not. But I went to my local thrift store, and the purple tags were 50% off, and that included shoes. So I found some shoes. So the best thing I found was these booties, and these are OOFOS, and they're selling for about $50. I hope to get 50, and I paid like $4 for them. They're in excellent condition, and yeah, size 7. I believe they're size 7. Yeah, I think they're called water resistant clip-on shoes, booties, OOFOS. I've sold the flip-flops, but I've never sold the booties. So that'll be a good profit. And then I found some men's loafers in really great condition, 100% leather. I don't know what size. They're a very large size. They're 46 European, and like a 12, 13, I don't know. Anyway, but they're in great condition, and yeah, $4. So I like selling shoes because the return on your investment, it seems to be higher than, say, a blouse or whatever. These are called Birdies, and these are super cute little ballet flats. I got for $4. They're 100% leather. Here's the brand, Birdies, and they're like really cushiony inside, great condition. Yeah. And then the last item I found was the sandals by Soft, and I've sold this brand before. They are a good flip for $4 into 20 to 25, I hope. Yeah. So that wasn't too bad. Not a lot of things today, but that's okay. I can't always get, 30 to 40 items. Like, I'm so used to getting at the bins. I'm used to getting, 30 items at the bins at least. And that's a good day for me. But it does take all day long to go to the bins. Whereas this only took, 3 hours. And it wasn't quite as far. So it was a good day. So I want to show you some other things that are going on in my reselling life. All right, so update in the garage storage area. I wanted to show you one of the things that I did in my garage to help me get through the summer. I'm going to turn the camera around. So I have these portable air conditioners that I was gifted from my children. So I didn't pay for them. And I thought, why not use these in the garage? It's 110 degrees in here. But I'm like, okay, so how am I gonna vent this stuff? And I'm like watching all kinds of YouTube videos. And I came up with this solution with a little bit of help. Sorry about the noise, but it's hot in here. I'm still working on taping this off, but I put like a big piece of wood from Home Depot, and I vented it out the bottom. Now, I don't keep these on all the time. So, it's only when I'm in the garage working. It's only when I'm in the garage working. So, then I put up this Reflectix stuff that you buy on Amazon. And it works pretty good, I think. Up here, I was like, how am I going to keep the air from going out the top? And I found these like gutter guard things, and they're made out of like foam. So I put that. So I'm still working on insulating, but just this little bit of air in here helps a lot. When it's 100 degrees in here, just a little bit of movement of air, allows me to consolidate. Because when I consolidate all this inventory, it takes hours. So just that little bit of air helps. And I also have my car over there. My poor car is going to get forced out eventually, I think. So yeah, I've got my boxes up there still. More inventory over here. And over here. My car. More inventory over here. So my next step is to insulate this door. It's really not that hard to do. The pieces come already cut up, so you just stick them in there. You have to cut it to fit a little bit. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on over here. And like I said, it gets really hot in here. Let's see what the temperature is now. Yeah, it's like 90 degrees in here. It's over 90. So I cannot be out here for a long period of time without some air. But this is a big help. I won't be using this in the winter, but the insulation will help with keeping it a little warmer maybe in here. I'm not really worried about being warm in here because I can put on a coat. And again, I'm in Texas, so, you know. So, yeah, this really didn't cost me very much money at all. Maybe $50 so far. And then I'm gonna insulate the other side. I have, you know, I'm gonna be locking everything up. So, yeah. So that's my update on my storage area at eBay Garage. I also have a new shipping station. And so once I pull my items, I come over here and I print my labels, and I can share my closet here. Got shipping supplies in here. So the pot, I mainly use these Poshmark for Poshmark, and then I use these things for eBay. I love this new scale because it has a separate screen. The one upstairs does not have that. This is my thermal printer that has been going for years. Absolutely a long, long time. Thousands of labels. And still going, knock on wood. My stickers, my tape, wipes in case I need them. So up here, I finally broke down and got new carpet because the other carpet was absolutely filthy dirty. And so I love that. I use this little bench for my shoes. And then I got some photography lights from Amazon. They were on special for $70. And everything gets hung up right here. And it works perfect. And I have my steamer sweater shaver right there. I can look out the window while I'm listing. Got my computer here. And then over here, where I wrap everything up in my bags, numbers, trash can. I weigh everything after I put it in the little clear bag. I weigh it right here. And then it goes downstairs. So I put it over here and one of these bags, and then I take it down the stairs. Yeah, and so it works good. Say hi. There's Indy. She helps me list. She's like, why do you have that stick in your hand? She's a little skittish. It's okay, girlfriend. You just have to say hi to the people. All right, so yeah, everything's going good. I love my setup. I love it, love it, love it. In that closet right there, I keep some of my blazers, men's blazers. And there is more room in there that I could actually expand into. Eventually, I don't really need it right now. This is the items that I'm going to be listing. This is a lot of winter items that I'll be listing very soon, that I've been collecting. And yeah, so that's the new update to the eBay business. Let me know what you think about my eBay setup, and I will try to put what I'm going to list these shoes for that I got today. And let me know what you think about Once Upon a Child and your experience with them. Let me know if you have air conditioned your garage. Maybe you don't live in a hot place like Texas, or maybe you do live in a hot place, and how do you combat hot storage areas? I know a lot of people could put a mini split in, but that's much more expensive than a portable air conditioner. But I think this is a good solution for temporary air conditioning that I need occasionally, not all the time. Let me know what you think about my photography setup, or let me know, maybe you see where I can make improvements, because I'm always looking for better ways to do things. So thank you so much for watching. I'm trying to put out videos now that I have more time. Business is a little slow, not super slow, but has slowed down, and I know that's going to change in fourth quarter. So I'm just going to do what I can as far as what I put on YouTube, and I hope that you will like and subscribe, and thanks for joining me.